Good morning on Thursday. Sorry, I just getting myself comfortable because I was about to pack up the camera, didn't I? Oh, it's Thursday, it's raining. They said it was going to rain, so unsurprising. And it's good for the garden, isn't it? There we are, let's start the day on a positive. I did not have a good night's sleep again last night. I was absolutely dog tired after having stayed awake till so late the night before for whatever reason. Well, for the reason that I couldn't get to sleep, let's be honest. And I was in bed by about 8:30 last night, watching YouTube and reading, and turned my light off about just after 10, I think. Could I go to sleep? No. So I had another night of not being able to get to sleep. My thoughts are just whirling round my head. I even looked up on my phone to see if it was a full moon, because sometimes the full moon can affect my sleep, I find. But it wasn't. It's not till the 8th of May, I don't think, full moon. So don't know what it was, but I feel like it's probably the underlying stress and anxiety, isn't it, of the current situation. It's you feel like you're coping all right all day and had quite a good day, and then your mind goes into overdraft at night. And it wasn't even really stuff to do with the virus that was going around my head. It was more just random other stuff. I don't know. Anyway, suffice to say, once again, I slept all right once I got to sleep. God, this is boring, isn't it? I'm even boring myself, banging on and on about sleep. Anyway, long story short, I got up later than I normally would on a posting day, and ended up a little bit later than I normally would, because it's 8:30 now, going out to the parcel shop. So here I am on my way to the delivery office, which shuts at 9, so it only takes 5 minutes to get there, but I usually like to get there by about 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. Anyway, plans for today, I'm really not sure. I know that I'm going to make churros. I've been threatening to make churros ever since the arrival of the deep fat fryer, and I haven't done them. Will wanted to make them last night with me, and I just couldn't face it after dinner last night. So I promised him that we would do churros today, so we are making churros later on today, and that is in my plan. So I'm going to look up the recipe when I get home. I've also got to sort out all those bloody newspapers that are still all over my office floor. Must deal with those today, must get them off the floor. A bit of eBay, I suppose, a bit of YouTube. I've got to edit yesterday's video, but I don't feel full of enthusiasm this morning, I have to say, so we shall see. Oh, I've got a beauty pie haul to show you that arrived yesterday, so we'll do that a little bit later on. You can see from my face and my hair how today's going. I'm feeling weary in the extreme. I think the weather isn't helping. The stopped raining, but it's due to start again later. I just feel tired. I think it's just the last 2 nights not brilliant sleep and general weariness with the situation today. Just had a bit of a laugh and a joke with Ashley, which was quite nice. And I've done a video edit for yesterday's video. God, I can barely even be bothered to speak. Oh, just completely weary day today. Don't know why. It's 11:46. I've just printed off some instructions and info for a murder mystery Zoom thing we're doing with some friends on Saturday afternoon, which should be quite fun. It's called the Great British Bump Off. I will show you. And I think it's going to be quite fun. There's about 10 or 12 characters in it, so 10 or 12 people, so I think it's going to be fun. It'll be something a bit different anyway, so that's nice. I'm going to read through my instructions for my character. I have tidied the newspapers up off the floor as well, and I've decided that my only 2 things that I want to do today are going to be to clear off my desk and to empty my inbox. Now, I've been working towards those 2 for the last few hours, slowly, but I really want to just go and crawl into bed and read my book, and I think I might give in to that desire for a little while and see if that makes me feel better, see if maybe Sorry, having a sleep. We're making churros. Oh, they look good. They've puffed up nicely, haven't they?
Yes.
Ones we've made already. We had a few attempts to get it to the right temperature, so for optimum puffing upness, but they taste bloody lovely. Will is making, oh, Will's just gone, but he's making the chocolate dipping sauce. Oh, sorry, camera in the wrong place. That looks lovely, gotta try it. The churros have gone down well, or are going down well. Dipping sauce and churros, they're not perfect, but we know what we change for next time, and they're very yummy.
Very yummy.
Out of 10?
16.
16?
No, I think a solid 6.5. We've got room for improvement.
For sure. A friend in Australia sent me a link to a sort of photo essay online of, sorry, excuse me, a sort of photo essay about coronavirus and the situation, and just this has really struck a chord with me, this particular thing. I don't know if you can read that through there. Life as we know it has turned into something we thought only existed in far-fetched Hollywood thrillers. And it's really true, that, isn't it? It's so... You couldn't have made this up. You couldn't. We wouldn't have believed the hideous situation that we're living through. And I'm cross with myself because I can't get my head together enough to do a day's work today. And, you know, need to give ourselves a bit of leeway, don't we? And acknowledge that this really is strange old times. I'm feeling even weirder today because apparently Boris is doing the 5 o'clock briefing today and is going to talk about, allegedly going to talk about lockdown going on till June. I've read in a couple of different places, and I have very, very mixed feelings about that. On the one hand, I think it's probably a good idea. I think in terms of transmission of the virus, we probably need to stop that happening, and I think that the lockdown does need to continue, but I'm absolutely terrified for the economy on both a personal level and a wider level and a global level. I can't imagine that in my lifetime the economy will recover from this. I think it will make vast long-term changes in all of our lives, and I'm sorry if that sounds really negative, but I think it's more realistic than negatively. God, you must be sick of looking at my unmade up grumpy face today. I do apologise. Right, let's try and be a little bit more positive. I have got a beauty pie order to show you, which arrived yesterday. I think I talked about it yesterday, did I not? Let me get out all the things so I can show you. I say all the things like I've ordered millions. There's 5 things in here. And have I got prices to talk about or not? No, there's no prices on here. But nothing was very expensive, I don't think. Oh, excuse me. First thing is this Soul Providers Relaxing Bath and Shower Oil with lavender, bitter orange and evening primrose oil, and, wait for this, ashwagandha extract. 10 points if you can tell me what ashwagandha extract is. I've no idea. Let's have a smell. I do love a good bath oil. I've got a Jo Malone one at the moment, which is very lovely. I showed it in my lockdown favourites last week. Oh, that smells nice. Quite lavendery, as expected. I didn't used to like lavender, but with my sleeping troubles, I feel like lavender is something that I need to embrace a bit more. And I used to think it was quite an old ladyish smell, but now I like it. Perhaps that indicates that I'm now an old lady. But hey, That's all right. I got another Plantastic cleansing balm, which is made with apricot butter and is just my favourite cleansing balm ever, I think. It comes with a little scoopy thing to scoop it out of the jar. Oh my God, I've forgotten how nice that was. Oh, it's just lovely. Really is a treat for the senses, that lovely cleansing balm. I have to say, I'm not sure how I feel about Beauty Pie boxing everything. I know it makes it appear more high-end, but I kind of wish they wouldn't. I think, I suppose it's easier for packaging and sending as well, because a lot of their stuff comes in glass containers, which I suppose are recyclable, and it is cardboard, so that's recyclable. But oh, the cleansing balm came with a little muslin cloth. I forgot to take that out. Right, this one I'm really looking forward to trying as well. This is the Soul Provider's Re-Energizing Dry Oil Sugar Scrub. I showed you this one when we did the little Beauty Pie shop with me online. And God, that's heavy. That also comes with a little scoop to scoop it out. Let's see what this one smells like. It says it's got an uplifting, have I read this already? No. Uplifting super blend of lemongrass, sweet orange, grapefruit, black pepper, pine and cypress essential oils. And those are some of my favourite things. Grapefruit, as you know, I'm keen on. Lemongrass, I love. Sweet orange sounds good. Pine is lovely. Oh, that smells really orangey. That's lovely, really nice, and it's got quite nice big, it feels quite scratchy, scrubby, so that's really good. I assume that's sugar, is it in there? Did it say sugar scrub? It probably did. Yes, it's a sugar scrub. Oh, that smells lovely. It's got plenty of oil in it. That is going to be a lovely scrub to use. Excited to use that one, definitely. Right, sorry, I just made a horrible sugar scrub mess all over my dressing table. Right, next we have Quantum Bronzer. Now, I did open this last night just to have a quick look. I think I talked about the bronzer in my Beauty Pie video, and I said that they'd made a not quite so dark one. And so I ordered the not quite so dark one, which is called Goldilocks. That is the colour of it. And I just wanted to compare it to the other one. You see, I think it's darker. That's so bizarre. That's the old one, and this is the new one. It's not showing up quite the same on camera, but I wouldn't say that's lighter at all. This is the new one. Obviously, you know which is the new one because you can see which one I've used. That one's more orangey and that one's less orangey, but I definitely wouldn't say it's lighter. Let's do a little swatch, shall we? Let's turn you around so you've got the light behind you so you can see properly. The one on this side, the one furthest away from my face, is the old one and the other one's the new one. So yeah, it is slightly lighter. I wouldn't say it's loads lighter. It's cooler toned, maybe, which is probably a good thing for me because the other one is quite orangey, but yeah, it's quite different from how it looks in the palette, so it'd be interesting to try that. I think it will probably be a good colour for me. So yeah, that's that one. And then finally I ordered another of the Shine Up lip colour balms because I really like those. This is the one I had before, which is, let's put that on. Don't know why I'm showing you the old one. And that is the new one, and it is in the shade Baby Bear. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. It's much more, I should have saved it and put that on my lips, shouldn't I? Rather than the other one. Let's do that, shall we? Yeah, that is a nice pinky nude sort of, in fact there's not loads of colour in it at all, which is perfect for me. Just sort of a my lips but better, to use a very YouTubey phrase. Pleased with that. Yeah, all good. I think I'm most excited about the scrub and probably the bath oil as well. So that was a nice little parcel to arrive. Right, I'm going to read a little bit more of my book. Decided to give up on trying to be productive for today. Sometimes those days there are days when we just need to give in to our not feeling greatness, you know? There are just days when that is okay. And today is one of them. And tomorrow I will get up, I'll wash my hair and I will put on makeup and I will do a proper day's work for sure. Because that will make me feel better than doing nothing. But I just can't summon the mental strength needed today to override the feeling of utter despondency. It's 9 o'clock and I deliberately haven't vlogged for the last few hours because I didn't want to inflict any more of my bad day on you. If I wasn't doing daily vlogs, I would be throwing today's footage away. I think it's fair to say. I'm actually feeling a little bit better than I was earlier on. I have made a decision about something that has been bothering me for a while concerning me, and it's not something I'm going to talk about on here, but it's something that has been bothering me and has been quite a difficult decision to make. I've talked to various people and reconciled the issues that I had. I'm sorry to sound cryptic, but it's quite a big thing and it's something that's been playing on my mind for a while, and I feel glad that I've made the decision. I feel more at peace with the decision that I've made, and I've stopped worrying about the issues around the thing. Yeah, so that's good. I'm not meaning to be cryptic. I wanted to mention it because it sort of explains a little bit about why I've been in a not great headspace today, I think. We watched Boris. Boris didn't tell us really anything we didn't already know. There was no extension to lockdown, but I would say it's 85% certain there will be. I don't feel particularly positive about that in one way, but I do in, I don't know, it's also difficult, isn't it? It's I've talked about it already today, so I won't go back to that. But I'm feeling like tomorrow's going to be a more positive day. I've just been sitting reading for most of the evening. I've started another jigsaw and Ashley cooked dinner and we watched a bit of telly, watched some Friends and the first episode of the new season of Afterlife, which was good. Yeah, Thursday hasn't been a particularly auspicious day. But tomorrow is not only Friday, it's the first of a new month, which is nice. And yeah, I will see you in the morning. I apologise for my low mood today. Tomorrow I will be back with makeup on and my hair done and full of the joys of the 1st of May. Fingers crossed. See you then. Bye bye.